Alright, so here it goes. I'm poaching this meat in this pan. These are two grass-fed organic ribeye beef steaks. This ribeyes from Trader Joe's. They have top sirloins too. Don't get those really as much as I used to. I rarely get those, but got two because it's a lunch. This is a carnivore lunch. This is what I do typically. Lately I haven't put in a half thing of bacon, but I'm thinking I might skip dinner today because I'm trying to do like a even more intense intermittent fast where I usually skip breakfast, so it's like a 16-8 ratio. 16 no 16 hours of straight no eating versus 8 hours window where I have between lunch and dinner. It's 8 hours. I already put a little bit of water. Sometimes I use regular water and that or still water, and I fill a little bit, maybe a centimeter. I never really measure it. And I get my salt, and this is what I use. It's supposed to be the best. I only get to kosher because it was available. Lately, the fine sea salt is not available. So I'm coating this, pretty much coating everything. You got to be careful with the coarse because it's more, there's more in they're bigger pieces. If it tastes too salty, like if it's really salty, it's too much. This is not sophisticated, as you can tell. And I'm gonna turn this puppy on, and pretty much medium high, right there. And then that's how it works, And just making sure that it's not sticking. I could have put in a little bit more water, so I'm going to do that. And so I'm just kind of eyeballing it. It'll get more bubbly if it's sparkling. So just like that. Okay, it's unpaused. So it's cooking. This is pretty much poaching, I guess. I just decided I would do this. I used to use butter for a while, and then I was combining with water because I'm thinking you could still use. You just need some kind of liquid base to cook it in because you don't want the meat to be super charred and sticking to the pan. No matter what kind of pan you use, okay, it's gonna stick if you're cooking meat. So why not use water? You can add as much water as you want. And I'm going to move some of this bacon because this is too much. It's going to reduce, and it's going to be very liquidy. And so so this is about cooking ribeyes with bacon too. Because essentially, once this starts melting, one could say, in theory, I could just cook it with bacon. But doing it with water is superior. And there's a technique to it. You can tell when things start evaporating. It gets louder. And so it's all about like listening and watching. That's what this is about. Sorry if I wasn't filming it. But eventually I'll flip these. So I'm removing the bacon off, then put it on top for now, so it's not in direct heat. So it's already melted a bit. I don't like eating like semi-raw bacon necessarily, but it always ends up being pretty like halfway cooked or close to it because there'd be tons of fat to burn down, and I want to consume the majority of the fat because that's how I eat. That's how you get some natural energy, you get your natural fats. And if this is all you're eating on a regular basis, then it's important to not get rid of the fat. I mean, it's like half of the point here. You get the vitamins, nutrients, you get some mineral, but good amount of amino acids in the red meat, and some other benefits with the bacon. So, alright, so I'm gonna flip up one of these, and I always use like these kitchen scissors. Even when I cut open the packages, when I I use half a pack of bacon. This is basically 5 ounces, and I'll cut up the bacon in pieces, and okay, so I'm trying to film this and do this, and I kind of get off track. It's pretty hot right now today here, so this is very exciting, isn't it? Aren't you excited? When you do it, there's a payoff, so okay, so now that's flipped. Sometimes I'll clip when it starts to buckle or curl up like that. It's because there's more moisture in the fat part, so when it's connected to the meat, it'll curl up and stuff like that. Alright, so I'm distributing, and let's see. Hopefully I already have some videos on this phone. Hopefully it won't cut me off in the video. I may end this soon, but I'm gonna take some. Alright, so I also have some paprika, hot chili stuff I'd like to put on for flavor. Usually use both hands. When I do it like this, it's a little, you get a lot more out of it. I like to just tap the back of it, but I'm doing this with the phone in my hand. And you don't always have to season it like that. I just like to have some spice. And some say if you do too much, it's bad for your gut, but it seems to work. It's pretty hot in here right now. So I could stick around and keep doing this, or I could just end the video. But you can see how when it's bubbling like that, it's definitely fat reduction. A lot of the fat's been reduced from the steaks, and that's the water mostly, I was thinking, and this is obviously more of the fat. And my oven top slightly leans in this direction, so there's some, it's not 100% perfectly level. And I'll probably reduce this heat to medium, or just about. And so this is filling. It's but you don't feel like super stuffed when you eat meat. It's when you feel really stuffed, like you don't feel good. It's when you also have it with stuff like bread. I have starchy foods with it. Potatoes will definitely make you feel full. But eating just meat by itself, it's pretty good. You feel nice, and it's like you want to feel satiated. You want to feel comfortably full, as they say. So I was just going to flip this again, because you can see the redness. That's the leftover blood in the cut. Maybe not. Maybe some of that was well, it was a little bit. Like maybe you can see a little bit in there. There's some red popping out. So I still like to have this cooked pretty well. And so the more you cook it, the little less nutrients you get. So if you really wanted all the nutrients, you would do it raw. But it's hard to eat like that for me. You can do raw, like tartare, with top sirloin steaks, because it's more lean. You don't have the fat, because eating the raw fat is not pleasant. It's very gummy. It's it's hard to eat through. So if you're gonna do raw, you want to do with like almost 100% lean, like again, top sirloins, round steaks, but you don't want to get a big round, because top rounds they can be really big. So you want to maybe just, if you're gonna do it raw, just do pieces. But anyway, I don't really do raw anymore. Don't want to drop my phone in this pan. Well, this is pretty much, it's going to reduce, it's going to get more brown. Eventually I'll put more of the pieces back in the pan like I already have. I just leave it in there a little bit because I still want to have this bacon cooked a little bit. So there's going to be some fat left over. But there's enough going on here, I don't have to add any water, because there's just plenty of fat now in there that's reduced. So it's basically repeating this, and it gets a little darker as you go. I might even just rotate even more again, just because I feel like it. And yeah, so yeah, you can get a little wonky because you get so much bacon in here. Get some of that bacon out of the way. So I have a nice place to put it. And obviously eating liver is really great too. I haven't done that in a while. Grass-fed liver, you can pretty much, it's pretty good chance you're going to get quality liver if you order online. If you order other cuts, like cuts of red meat online, it's a toss-up as of how high quality that cut is. Like, especially if you get bacon, they're just going to pick any old piece, and you're going to get something that has tons of fat in some cases, and not enough of the marbling with the meat. So ordering online, I'd say, if you really want to go for it, the farm is good and all that, then get what you want. But it's always going to be a solid bet to get grass-fed liver online. That's high in vitamin D and other things, and it's considered a superfood. So I'm really sweating right now because I'm standing by this oven. Usually I step away for a bit at times. I guess that's it. Yeah, I'm just going to let this color more. You can cook it as much as you want. It's definitely a go already. If you want medium rare, this is pretty much all ready. But if not, then I just keep going for a little while and cook the bacon. So that's it. Hope that was helpful.